That was a great finale. It was probably, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best, episodes of The Walking Dead. Period. At the beginning, there's Sasha in her coffin listening to some sort of music with her earbuds in. Then she starts flashing back to Abraham, which was great to see again because I missed him. And we find out that this is what happened right before they left Alexandria, before they met Negan, which makes you think if they just decided to stay, Abraham might still be alive today, and maybe Sasha would be too. So it's very weird to think about if you put your mind in that perspective. Then Negan visits Sasha in her cell and makes her pancakes. And he pretty much tells her, someone's gonna die. I don't want it to be you, but people are gonna die. And then Sasha's like, no, they don't. So Negan's like, okay, how about just one? One person just for you. Of course, it ended up just being her, but I'll get to that. Then back at Alexandria, we have Rick with a gun at Dwight's face again. And Dwight saying, I can slow them down. I know what we're doing. Be prepared, because they're going to come, and they're going to do some bad shit. And they have to trust him, really, because they don't have a choice. Yeah, Tara was very pissed because Dwight was the one who killed Denise, and she was very upset about that. And she was telling Daryl to, do it, kill him, but Daryl didn't. He wants to, but he didn't. Then the scavengers come to Alexandria, and they're all ready, and then Jadis is like, yo, I'm gonna have sex with Rick after we're done, okay, Michonne? And Michonne and Rick are like, what the fuck did she just say? And they slowly walk away and very confused. At the hilltop, Maggie's like, okay, so here's the plan. We have to go help them. And Jesus is like, I'm glad you're doing it, not Gregory. And so they start going. With the kingdom, Ezekiel, Carol, and Shiva, and Jerry, and the other kingdomers are walking. And then Morgan comes out in Benjamin's armor. And Ezekiel's like, come with us. And we find out that Morgan does go with them. At Alexandria, they're setting up for Negan. A car pulls up, or truck, and Eugene is on the megaphone saying, hey, surrender now. And Rick asks, where's Negan? And Eugene says, I'm Negan. And that hurt every single person in Alexandria. Especially Rosita, if anything. There was a close-up on her face and she was about to cry because knowing someone for that long and then having them betray you, it's like having your best friend say that their best friend is your worst enemy. It's the worst feeling ever. It's so bad. So then Rick gives Rosita the signal and she clicks the button to blow up the bomb. But the bomb doesn't work. And then the scavengers turn on them and point guns at their faces. And I, called this when, Michonne was up in the tower with that one scavenger girl. Just the way she talked and the way she seemed, it seemed a bit, fishy. And I didn't trust it. And, of course, I didn't think, I didn't really think it was just, an idea I had. But then, of course, I'm right, which sucked because then it backfired. In the flashback is Sasha at the sanctuary with Eugene. They're walking, and Sasha's like, I'll go in the coffin. And Negan's like, are you sure? You don't have to. And she's like, no, I want to. And she goes in the coffin and puts in the headphones, listens to music, and takes a suicide pill. I knew Sasha was going to die. I knew it from season 6 when her and Abraham got together. I knew it back then. I didn't expect it to go this way, though. Negan holds up the coffin and is like, Sasha's in here. We'll make a trade if you give us all the shit you have. And Rick's like, let me see her. And Negan's like, okay, hey, Sasha, come on now. Oh, shit. And Walker, Sasha, attacks him and knocks him to the ground. Then Carl takes the time and starts shooting the scavengers. Then Daryl and Rosita and everyone else starts shooting the scavengers. Up in the tower, Michonne and that one bitch is fighting. And Michonne's face is all bloody and shit. And then Rick can't do anything because Jade is still there pointing the gun at his head. And he's like, we can make another deal. And so she shoots him and kicks him off the tower. Which was not good. Not good at all. One of the saviors walks Sasha off Negan before he gets bit, thank God. And Yeah, then Sasha Walker bites that dude. Then everyone starts fighting. They go into Alexander and it's guns blazing. Everything happens. Then Jadis walks Rick over to Negan, where Carl is on his knees in front of Negan, the Saviors, and the Scavengers. And Rick pretty much tells Negan again, I'm gonna kill you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I'm gonna kill you. You're already dead. Which is pretty much what he said at the first episode of season 7, so I kind of like how it's like beginning to end, and it's like the same. I like that. But then, of course, Negan's like, I'm gonna kill Carl in one fell swoop. And so he takes off his hat, swings his bat, and then Shiva comes out of nowhere and starts attacking the Saviors and Scavenger people. Okay, goodbye. And so then Negan's like, holy shit, that tiger! And Kingdom comes in with Ezekiel, Morgan, Carol. They come running, and Ezekiel's like, Alexander will not fall today, and they start fighting. Then Maggie comes out of nowhere and is like, go, go, go! And it's this whole out war thing. Guns are fighting. Negan's like, oh shit, that widow's still alive. Yes, she is. And then they end up running away. Negan floats them off at the driveway, though. Then Saviors and Scavengers leave. Then Daryl finds a little thing, like a toy thing, in between the gates of Alexandria, and it says, didn't know. So I'm guessing that's from Dwight saying, I didn't know this was going to happen, I'm sorry. So I think that's saying Dwight's with them. He's not with Negan anymore. Carl and Rick see a girl, which was the Scavengers, on the ground like dead. Because earlier in the tower, a woman fell and screamed, and everyone thought it was Michonne, which it wasn't, obviously. And so seeing her instead of Michonne was good for them, and they get Michonne, and they're like having their moment. Also, in the infirmary type place, Rick is with Michonne, and Tara's with Rosita because Rosita got shot. Now, I'm just saying, I'm pointing this out. I'm not sure if it's a thing or not, but I hope it is. So, you know how Rick's with Michonne, and they're like a thing on one side of the infirmary thing? Well, on the other side is Tara and Rosita. I'm just saying, I've had a feeling that those two were going to get together, Tara and Rosita, since Abraham said that he caught Tara looking at Rosita's boobs. Ever since he said that, I'm like, they're going to get together. It's been like 3 seasons since then. I'm hoping it's a thing that happens because I don't know, they just have like a certain chemistry, and especially this season, like after they both lost people, and like every time Rosita goes like hot-headed and like crazy, Tara like, yo, calm down, and like they balance each other out so well that I don't know, I want it to be a thing. I'm hoping it's gonna be a thing. Maybe season 8. Then Maggie and Jesus are in the woods, and they see Walker, Sasha, and Maggie kills her, and it's sad because Maggie and Sasha are really close this season, so I think it was hard for her to do. I mean, seeing anyone die you've known for that long is hard to do. Then at the end, Maggie's giving this whole speech, and up on platforms are King Ezekiel, leader of the kingdom, Rick, leader of Alexandria, and Maggie, leader of the Hilltop, all up there saying something. I'm not sure what it is because Maggie's giving this whole dramatic speech about it over how Glenn saved Rick, and this is how it all started. How I'm just finishing what he started, and she's holding the pocket watch too, which is like amazing. That pocket watch that gone to so many people, and like the fact that it ended up back to Maggie is like great, and I hope she'll hold on to it forever, just because I feel like that's the only person it really belongs to now that Glenn's gone. At the sanctuary though, Negan's there, and he's like, Eugene, how the hell did Sasha die? And he's like, oh shit, there was not air, so she died because we locked it up. Whether Negan believes him or not, I don't know. Then Negan goes out with the saviors among him and says, we're going to war. And that was the end of the season 7 finale, and well, season 7 in general. This season was amazing. That's my first full season I've watched live. So, fun fact. Yeah, I definitely did love this season. There was a lot of heartbreak and sadness, ups and downs. With this season overall, we got 3 major character deaths, like main cast. Like, started off with Glenn and Abraham at the beginning, and now Sasha. Which I really started to like Sasha this season, so I was kind of upset that she did die. She went out her own way, the way I think she wanted to. So I'm glad she did get to die her own way. I am gonna miss Sasha. It's gonna be weird not seeing her, kind of like it still is with Glenn and Abe, not seeing them. So yeah. And thank you, Sonequa Martin Green, for bringing Sasha to life and letting us enjoy her. This episode in particular was one of my favorites. It literally had everything. It had full-out action war with everyone. It had a major character death, which affected everyone. It had fucking Shiva killing people. Like, what more can you ask for in an episode of The Walking Dead? As for what I'm going to be posting now, until October, I did say I will do Fear the Walking Dead reactions and recap / what I thoughts of when Dak comes back in June, which is in like 2 months. I'm not sure if I'm going to post anything before. Maybe. I don't know whether I do or not, so